I didn't see you there, neighbors. So sorry about the loud music. Welcome to Shed Shop 2.0. The Chainsaw Redeemer is tired as hell. One thing I really hate about my life being disabled with both the physical disabilities and the mental disabilities and the brain damage from dying for 8 minutes and being deprived of oxygen to my brain and suffering permanent damage. I should be a vegetable, neighbors. Is that when I'm able to work, I have to just go, whether it's 2 hours or 62 hours. Because when I stop, I know I could be down for 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, without being able to do anything. And so, this marathon run has been, let's see, what time is it, neighbors? It's officially the 2nd, 1:09 a.m. on the 2nd, Thursday. So, we're at like 52 or 55 hours. I don't even remember. Most of the time I forget when I started. But basically, would you like to know what I've been doing for the end of the night to wrap up, neighbors? For the past few hours, it has taken me a lot longer. When I'm tired, at the end of the marathon, I go a lot slower. Sometimes that's why I don't do footage. I will say one thing I've been doing is replacing an oil line as part of this. Yeah, my tank vent dam is not going to work like I had hoped. As part of this 026 rebuild. I have a video that I'm putting out soon. It's going to start out as members only for the first week or so. And it's 45 minutes of me fighting a nightmare of trying to get an oil feed tube into a Stihl 034 for neighbor Terry. And I don't know why, but the newer Stihl oil lines are really hard plastic. And they never used to come like that. I had a brand new old stock oil line that's the same exact length and same exact part number as my 036. And it's nice rubber with the flange in it, no spring inside of it, but the new ones are a hard piece of plastic tube with a spring that goes inside of it and then the flange at the end. So this is your flange at the end that goes inside your oil tube, okay? And that feeds into this channel up here, and then it comes down here and it hooks up to your oil pump. Well, that piece of plastic was a nightmare, and I will never buy those again. I will take the flange out, which is almost always good, or buy a flange or make a flange from tin, and I will use a piece of OEM fuel line. Okay, and that will be my oil tube, because this one, less than 60 seconds it was installed. Okay, and then I just had to push it fully into the channel. That was another 30 or 40 seconds, and then hook it up to the oil pump, 10 more seconds. I get pissed in that video, neighbors. I get so overwhelmed and frustrated and angry. And I was like, shit, I should have recorded. I wish I had this on recording to add to that video to show this really is how easy this job's supposed to be. So I've been putting together this really beautiful Stihl 026. Our ring gap was 0.023, and so I decided that's right on the edge of a good ring gap for this saw using our formula, which is our 44mm bore on this particular saw, times 0.04%, which gives us a 0.017 roughly. And then we also go times 0.05%, and that gives us a 0.022 roughly. The ring gap would have been fine, but sometimes I really just love honing an old chainsaw cylinder. Why? Because when you put new cross hatches in a chainsaw cylinder, and you're a chainsaw addict like me, it kind of gives you a hard on looking at it. It's so sexy. It's so damn beautiful. I love sexy brand new cross hatches that I put into a cylinder. I even like looking at brand new cylinders like this, neighbors. I was looking at this Meteor piston or cylinder kit today, and it's an 044, not an 044 Pro, okay, but it has a decom valve. I don't know why, okay, but I just look inside that and I'm like, it's so sexy, okay. Anyways, I don't have this full tank vent assembly. It's basically like a 6-piece tank vent, and you have to buy all the parts individually. They don't sell it as a whole unit to my knowledge. But I'm going to ask my Stihl dealer tomorrow if they do by any chance. Like I said, I don't think they do, but I'm hoping they do, because it will save me a lot of time and money. Anyway, sometimes a guy that does YouTube and is low on footage to provide you neighbors still just has to turn on the music and sit down at his bench and build a fucking saw and enjoy it. This saw is sexy. The one thing I hate is that I do not have a sandblaster yet, and I do not have a powder coating machine yet. Okay, powder coating gun. I got lots of powder coating materials I've been building up, but I don't have my sandblaster. I finally have my big air compressor to run my sandblaster, but I can't afford it, neighbors. Hey, if you want to help out and donate to the shed shop so we can bring you more educational footage, more entertaining footage, more variety of footage, here's my Cash App, neighbors. Man and his dog, okay? You can donate via Cash App if you want to donate to the channel. I also need to buy wrist bandages because my hands are really bad. So if you want to help me be able to work a little bit more, which can bring you more footage from me, and you want to help me buy those, here's my Cash App. Again, neighbors, you can also donate through PayPal. Here's Braden J. Grover 8307, the email associated with my PayPal, and below that is my phone number that is associated with my PayPal. If you would like, you can also send a check, cash, or money order donation. Oh, where's our business card, neighbors? I have one right here for you guys. But the bench is a mess. It's a nightmare mess, okay? Well, anyways, neighbors, I'll put my address right here, 1851 Long Distance Road in Lewisburg, Tennessee, 37091. Everybody that's regular to the channel knows my name is Matthew Grover. Okay. That being said, donations really do help out. If you can't donate, don't feel bad, neighbor. I'm low income too. I live like 250% below the federal poverty line, and I know a lot of my viewers are on disability. You neighbors just keep donating with your comments and your views and your likes and your shares and your encouragement, okay? Because I need those donations as well. So I figured to wrap up my night, I want to go ahead and see if this damn 026 is going to start. And then while I'm cleaning up, we'll just go ahead and let it idle for a little bit. I want to tell you guys something else. I get so infuriatingly angry at all the people that sell these, and it's not just this model, but aftermarket air filters that don't work. Why do I have 30 of them sitting over there? Why did I buy 30 of them? Well, because, neighbors, even though I don't make money at doing this, and even though it's hard to get people to look at my listing and read why they should only buy these from me, is because the component that doesn't work, and I'm going to make a video specifically about this, I have in the past, and I'm going to do it again, but with multiple styles of air filters. You have to take this choke chute and this spring out of your aftermarket air filter, and then you take your old beat up raggedy doesn't protect your saw OEM air filter and take those three components out and put them in your aftermarket air filter. Then your aftermarket air filter works. It's like the 021, 023, 025, MS210, MS230, MS250 chainsaws. The aftermarkets will only fit some of the O models, the 021, 023, 025. They'll not fit your MS210, MS230, or MS250 because your air filter cover right here, so sorry to walk away, neighbors, your air filter cover will go down onto your saw, okay? But if you have an aftermarket air filter, you have to force it in right here, and then that's how it's going to sit. And that allows more debris into your carburetor housing area. It's misaligned, and also depending on which style of air filter cover you have, because there's a couple of slight different variances, your carburetor screwdriver is difficult to get in. So, where were we at? Yeah, so I'm trying to help people not have to buy that and find out it doesn't fit. The problem is that here's what happens. A lot of the sellers that are big sellers on eBay and Amazon, they'll tell you, oh, no fret, neighbor, we'll issue you a refund after you leave us a positive feedback and you can keep the product. So basically, the person gets a free air filter that sometimes people figure out a way to make it work. And then they get their money back. They just have to leave positive feedback. Okay? And then a lot of other people, well, they'll get this shit in the mail, take it out of the envelope, go on eBay or Amazon, and leave a positive feedback before they realize it doesn't work. And once they do that and determine it doesn't work, well, shit, then it's too late to go on there and leave a negative feedback. Okay? I don't leave reviews for products until I've had them for a long time. A lot of my products, like my Gotham pots and pans that are supposed to last a lifetime and have a lifetime warranty, I wanted to wait 6 months. But after 6 months of owning them, Amazon wouldn't let me leave a review anymore. So, a lot of times I don't leave reviews because I'm not going to leave a review until I know the quality of the product for longevity. I don't know if this tank vent will work because I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 components. I'm missing the 2 set screws, I'm missing the filter, and I'm missing the cap that goes over it as well, and that includes one of the 2 set screws. But it is a duckbill, and that is the tank vent on a lot of chainsaws, simply a duckbill. I did seal all it in. Right here, neighbors, is what I'm talking about, okay? And so I'm hoping it will work, just to see if this all runs, so that I can let it idle a little bit whilst I clean up my chet. The other thing is, I didn't have no RK-13HU carburetor rebuild kits for my Tillotson carburetors, because I have 4 026s and 3 of them had Tillotsons on them, and this neighbor put an aftermarket carburetor on his chainsaw. So I replaced the diaphragms in it and put some OEM parts in it, like the metering lever, wrist pin, and inlet needle. Okay, inlet needles I usually use aftermarket, but on an aftermarket carburetor, if I have OEM stuff for the little components, I use OEM. And so 50 of 100 China carburetors work, and 50 of the 100 do not work. It's a hit or miss, literally, with that chip. So, would you guys like to see if this damn saw is going to start for me? It would be a really nice way to end my night. Here's the bar and chain for it. Thank you, neighbor Mike T, for the donation of that bar, because you didn't like it. That shit's like $80, I think, at least in this area. So, we'll take. Oh shit! Nope, there goes our tank vent leaking already. I'll be damned. Ah, damn it. Not gonna work. That's gonna be a no-go. That sucks. Yeah, the only other option I would have, I do have a similar, I have a cap that I could put on this. Let's see, and I could potentially put a duckbill on that cap, but then fuel would still come up through there. I really want to see if this saw runs, neighbors. I really want to have it run and idle tonight before I go to bed. I really would love that, but I do not have any of these tank vents at all. I don't run into this one very often. I know this cap fits. Oh no, the cap doesn't even fit. I'll be damned. So we're gonna be Chet out of luck, neighbors. Well, hell. I'm just gonna see if I might be able to get a quick start out of it a little bit at least. We're gonna have to pull a lot initially. Oh look, my recoil is not working. I'll be damned. Not working at all. It's not grabbing. That's weird. What is going on there? Yup. So, see, that's my life, neighbors. We can't even try to see if our chainsaw starts because, for whatever reason, we fudged up our recoil when we put new rope in it. So, I am really curious what the hell I did on neighbors. Okay, let's see here. You know what? I think I just put this clip backwards. Or is my washer too tight? Let's see here. Oh, my clip is too loose. Okay, let me tighten my clip up and see if that resolves our issue. It should, theoretically. Okay, it seems to be working now. If the tank vent will just work just a little bit, we don't need it to work properly fully. We're not going to idle it. If it does run, we're only going to run it for a minute, because without the tank vent functioning properly, if it does run, it's going to mess up our fuel-air mixture ratio, and we don't want to blow up our saw. So what I did with this saw is oh shit, one of these collars came out. What I did with this saw is I honed the cylinder, and then I put in a new set of caber rings, and I kept the original piston because it was in good condition. Okay, I don't know if it'll start or not, but we'll try. It's got hella compression already. Of course, we have an almost no ring gap because they're brand new rings. Take a lot of pulls, man. That first initial pull. I really wish I know I can jerry rig some kind of tank vent. I'm just trying to think of what I have to work with here. I know I have I just need to take a break. It could be a lot of times when I stop and I take my breather and I go to start the saw again, it pops right away on the first or second pull. On the second round 2, I guess you can call it. But let's see. I want to see. No, that's going to be too large. Well, I think I'm SOL, neighbors. That kind of sucks. I had to pick the one tank with this style vent. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? We're just because I at least want to hear it pop. I'm gonna take the air filter off, and I'm just gonna shoot some fuel into the carburetor. Into the carburetor venturi, down into the motor. And we'll see if she pops and runs for a second. That's all I care about. Oh, that's the other thing. I did not check this damn coil. I know in that stack of coils, one of them was bad and I forgot to mark it when I took it off. Damn it. Come off, you little bastard. What's your issue? Get the fudge out of my way. So if it doesn't pop now, I'm just going to check it for spark real quick too. Oh no, neighbors, just kind of an informal video, just screwing around, kind of letting you guys know that I have to work days on end, and then I have to recover for days on end. Oh, it did pop. Blow up my saw or my shop, but there we are. This is a beaut too. It's a real nice. I picked a lot of the nicest stuff for this one. Okay, I was going to use a different crankcase that was missing almost no paint. However, when I pulled it out and went to put the piston on, I realized my crank bearings are loud. Let me show you, because a lot of people say these bearings, they'll tell you, oh, you just need some oil on them. Listen to this. Okay, so I'm just spinning it, slow RPMs. Hear how loud those are, and they're loaded with two-stroke oil. A lot of guys will tell me that'll go away. Well, I've tried too many times putting a saw together, knowing I'm most likely going to end up taking it back apart. The Husqvarna 51 was the most recent one, and prior to that, it was a couple of 028s that I did that with. Did myself dirty. Yeah, I just put out the video. Congratulations once more to the Greasy Shop Rag, Scott, the Greasy Shop Rag. You guys go check out his channel. He's a down to earth dude. He's legit. He's an extremely smart mechanic, and he's not fake like most YouTubers. Even most of the guys doing small engine stuff on YouTube are just, there's so much fake about them. Okay, so he won a prize for guessing the mistake I made. Not guessing, but being able to catch the mistake I made working on my personal FS38 string trimmer. And then also Jamie Wax and Simon Wiggle. So Jamie Wax has elected, it's called Dark Heather Gray, I believe. He wants a Hey Neighbors t-shirt like this, and that color. And then Scott wants either black or that dark gray as well. And then they've given me their sizes. So Simon Wiggle is the only one. He commented, he knows he won. He said he'll be in touch soon. So I've got Jamie's address. I've got Scott's. I know color and size. I can't remember if he gave me a shipping address. If you haven't, Greasy Shop Rag, make sure you do that so I know where to send your chit. And he left me a comment today. Says, thanks for all the nice chit you say. I was like, oh shit! Greasy Shop Rag is using my terms! On his videos, I always comment at the end of his videos, he always ends with, that's all I have for you on the Stihl 026 chainsaw, blah blah, bad bearing, whatever. Later. That's what he does. And so I usually just comment, nothing more most of the time. I'll just comment, I like your video, neighbor. Later. And so it was cool that he said chit in his comment. I'm a dork, you guys, I know. Anyways, that's it, neighbors. Shit. I don't even know. This is such a random video. What the hell do we put this under? I think I need to start a playlist called Insomnia Rambles. Okay? Something like that. Yeah, that's it, neighbors. I'm tired. It's time to wrap up and go to bed. So, until next time, be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. My battle for today is I have this beautiful 026 Stihl with this beautiful brand new lightweight bar that I don't have a chain for, and then I'm going to have to spend probably $20 on these tank vent components, wait 5 days for them to come in, and I already know I'm losing money on this saw. The other part of my battle is I really love to sandblast the muffler and powder coat it. I have removed the baffle, and I've ordered me some 1/2 inch and 3/8 inch and 1/8 inch and 3/16 inch. I can't remember what the hell I ordered. Stainless steel pipe so that I can dual port mufflers, because I don't know why damn Jeff over at Little Red Barn, or whatever his name is, maybe it's not Jeff, I bought some stuff off of him, and he threw in one of his muffler deflectors that he sells for me to check it out and see if I like it. It was too big for my liking, and it was supposed to be the larger of the two. I've messaged that guy 20 times now, asking him, please tell me what I gotta do to get that other deflector. Can you please send me an invoice so I can pay you and get one to see if I want to order a bunch of them. So instead, I'm just going to order pipe, because the normal deflectors that I use, you love how I said that's going to be it and I'm rambling, Insomnia Rambles. The other deflectors that I normally buy, which are $5 or $7 a piece, that gets expensive, number one, but they come with the rivets, so I don't have to buy extra rivets. They're not available right now on Amazon for some reason. And then the only other guy, he's one of the chainsaw guys. I honestly think it's West Coast Saws. He must just be scared of me, because he must think I'm better than him or something. Well, morally I probably am, and that's not being boastful or nothing. It's just the reality. I have a very strong moral compass. As far as saws, no. God knows a hell of a lot more than me. Can do a hell of a lot more to saws than me. But he has me blocked on eBay, and I've never purchased from him before. And he sells the pre-stamped out deflectors in 5 where you can cut them And I don't have a press, so I can't make my own. So that's kind of a dick move. But now I'm seriously saying, before I drop, until next time, be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. My battle's on this. I told you already. I love all 8 billion of you neighbors, even though I really fucking suck at it. Let's keep persevering. Right, neighbors? Hashtag persevere.